Hi everyone, welcome back to the Math Society. So last week we did chapter 11, which was part 1. So this week we're going to continue with part 2. So let's get right into it. Okay, so we're going to start with number 1. So it says that the sum of the first two terms of a geometric progression is 10 and the third term is 9. So we know that if this is a geometric progression, we know it's going to be the ratio. And they say the third term, so we know that it's going to be AR power 2 is equal to 9. And the first two terms, so first terms is usually A. This first term is A, and second term is usually AR, right? They are, and they say that the first term and the second term, the sum of it is equals to 10. So we know that AR squared equals to 9 because that's the third term value. And if we want A, it's just going to be 9 divided by R squared. So here we have A, so that's that as well. We're going to be, and then AR, we know that it's going to be A and then plus, sorry, A1 plus R, and that's going to equal to 10. And then we know that A is equal to 9 by R squared. 9 by r squared, 1 plus r, that's going to equal to 10. So if we're going to multiply, we're going to have like 9 plus 9r, and that's going to equal to 10r squared. So then it's going to be 10r squared minus 9r minus 9 is equal to 0. And we have the cross method where you'll get 2r minus 3 and then 5r plus 3. So then you'll have 2r equals to 3 or 5r equals to minus 3. I go to minus 3 by 5 or r is equal to 3 by 2. Now we want a, which is going to be 9 by r squared, which is going to be 9 by 4, so that's going to be 4. And then we have I equal to 3 by 5, and then a, that's going to equal to 9 by minus 3 by 5, the whole square as well, so that's going to be equal to 25. So you get two values of a that can be either 25 or 4. And therefore 2, it says you have to find the sum to infinity. So sum to infinity, we know that r has to be between the range of 1 and minus 1. So we have that I go to 3 by 2 and I go to 3 by 5. But because we have a range, we know that we have to use this r, which is I go to minus 3 by 5. And then we just put it through the formula, which is going to be s infinity equals to a by 1 minus r. That's going to be like a was 25 here. 1 minus r, but it's plus. That's going to be 125 by 8. That's equal to 15. 5 by 8. And this is your sum of infinity. And then we go to B. So B, it says that in an arithmetic, this time it's an arithmetic. So it says U1 equal to minus 10, U4 equal to 14. Find U100, 100, 102, 200. Sum of 100 to the 200 terms in the progression. So firstly, we know that A is going to equal to minus 10, and then A plus 3D, right? Because A plus n minus 1D, so that's equal to 14. So you have minus 10 plus 3D is equal to 14. And then you have 3D equals to 24, and then D equals to 8. Then we know that we need to find the 100 to 200, so A is going to be U100. And that is equal to A plus n minus 1, so it's 99D. So that's going to equal A minus 10 and 99D. So that's minus 10 plus 99. D is 8. So you get 782. And then it says we just find the infinity, oh, not infinity, S101. That's going to be 101 divided by 2. This is according to the formula, which is n minus 2, 2a plus n minus 1d, yeah? So then we 2a plus n minus 1, so that's 100d. That's equal 101 by 2. You get 2a, 1564 plus, and then you get 800. Because it's 8 and 100, and that's going to equal to 119382. And that is your answer. Okay, so moving on to number 2, it says an arithmetic. Second term of a equal to minus 14 and sum of 21 terms of 84. Find the first term and the 21st term. So we need to find the first one first. So we know the second term is a plus d, which is equals to minus 14, yeah? And then we know that for the sum of 21 terms, which is S21, and that's equal to 21 by 2 and then it's 2a plus n minus 1d, so which is 20d, and that is equals to 84. So when you multiply them, you'll get 21a plus 10, so that's 210d. That's equal to 84. And then you have the simple one, is 24 plus 21d. That's equal to minus 294. So then you just change the signs, have them, and then you'll have 189d equals to 300 and, oh wait, you caught wrong place. Okay, let's just go back this way here. 21a plus 210d, right? Equals to 84, and then it's 21a plus 21d. That's 1 minus 294. Minus, minus, plus. We're supposed to cross out this one. So it's 189, you minus them. D equals to 378. So then D is going to equals to 2. So we know that a plus d is equal to minus 14. So a plus d, which is a plus 2, is equal to minus 14. And a is going to equal to minus 16. And we find the 21st term. So we know that it's a plus 20d. So a was minus 16 plus 20d, d was 2. So it's going to be minus 16 plus 40. So that is 24. And that is your 21st term. Yep. You've got the first term, which is a equal to minus 16. You've got 21st term, which is a equal to 24. Okay, and then we'll go on to B. It says that a geometric expression has a second term of 27p squared and a fifth term of p power 5. And the common ratio r is such that r is between 0 and 1, so find r in terms of p. So we know that ar, second term, that's equals to 27p squared. So we know that a is going to be 27p squared divided by r. And that fifth term, so which ar power 4, that's equal to p power 5. And then we know that a is equal to 27p squared by r. And that's multiplier of r power 4. That's equal to p power 5. So you have r power 3 equals to p power 5 divided by 27p squared. So that's going to be r cubed equals to p5 minus 2. So that's going to be p3 divided by 27. So r is going to equals to, oh sorry, let me just write this way. Yeah, so r is equal to p cubed. So it's going to be p by 3. And that is your r in terms of p. And they say that hence in terms of p, find the sum to infinity. So we need to find the sum to infinity. So let's get the a first. So a was 27p squared divided by r, right? So that's 27p squared divided by p by 3. So because it's p squared and p, you'll get 81p. And then you find the sum to infinity. And then that's going to be a by 1 minus r. And a, 81p being, and then 1 minus r, which is 1 minus p by 3. So that's going to be 81p by, so it's 3 minus p divided by 3. If you multiply them, and then you get 81p multiply 3 by 3 minus p, if you flip them around. So you multiply them, so you get 243p divided by 3 minus p. So that's in terms of p, you get the sum of regression. And then it says that the sum to infinity 81. Okay, we've got the value already. You need to find the p. So you just get 243p by 3 minus p. That's going to equal to 81. So 243p equals to 243 minus 81p. So it's 243 minus 80 plus 81 is going to be 324p. That's equal to 243. So p is just going to equal to 243 divided by 324. So that's going to be 3 by 4. And that is your p-value. Okay, so for now, question 3, it says that the arithmetic progression has a first term of 7. So that is a equals to 7, and the common difference of 0.4. So that's d equal to 0.4. And find the least number of terms so that sum of progression is greater than 300. So it has to be Sn greater than 300. So we want to know the n, right? So firstly, we know that d is equal to 0.4, a equals 7. We know that if we use the formula, n by 2, and it's going to be 14 because we have that 14 plus n minus 1, and that's 0.4, and that's going to be greater than 200 or 300. And then you just move to the other side where we multiply. So you have n 14 plus 0.4 n minus 0.4. And that's greater than 600. So then n is 13.6 plus 0.4, and that's greater than 600. And then you'll get 13.6n plus 0.4 n squared. Now you bring the 600 aside, so 600, 0. And then you'll have them 4n squared plus 136n, because we'll multiply it to make it even, 6,000, that's greater than 0. And then you'll do the cross method, where because it's greater than 0, you have to take these, where you'll get minus 59.3 and then 25.3. So n has to be greater than 25.3, or n has to be less than minus 59.3. And because for n, we know that it cannot be negative, so we cannot take this, so we take this. And because there's at least, it has to be more greater than this number, so therefore n has to be 26. So that is your n. Okay, so we move on to B, which says that the first sum of the first two terms of a geometric is 9 and sum to infinity is 36. So A plus AR, we know the first and second term is equal to 9. So that's A plus, A1 plus R is equal to 9. So A will be equal to 9 by 1 plus R, yeah? So, and then we know that A by 1 minus R is going to 36. A is going to be 36 minus 36. 36 1 minus R will not expand yet. And then you'll have that 9 by 1 plus R equal 36 1 minus R. So 9 is going to equal 36 1 minus R, and then 1 plus R. So you have 9 equal to 36. You multiply these, so it's plus R minus R. They'll cancel out each other. So you get 1 minus 1 minus R squared. R squared 9 by 36, which is 1 by 4. So R squared is going to equal 1 minus 1 by 4, which is 3 by 4. So R, if you want to know, you just put the root 3 by root of 4 is just 2, so it's root 3 by 4, and you have your R value here. Okay, so now we'll go on to number 4. So there's 5 terms of the sequence is given. This is A equals to 4, D is equal to minus 2 by 4, so that's equals to minus half. And then because we want the 20th term, so we know that this is the geometric, so you know 20th term, so it's AR power 19. A 4 R minus half whole power 19. Multiply them, you get minus 1 by 131072. That's your 20th term. And you need to explain why the sum to infinity exists for the sequence and find the value of the sum. So we know that sum to infinity, there's a range. So that's when it's sum to infinity, the R is between 1 and minus 1. So we know that R is equals to minus half here. So you have to say that the sum to infinity exists when R is between 1 and minus 1, and since the R is minus 1 by 2 for the sequence. The sum to infinity exists. Yep. And you find the value of the sum as well. So as infinity, you know the formula, A by 1 minus R. A was, I believe was 4. 1 minus R, 1 plus half. 4 by 3 by 2. You get 8 by 3. And that is your sum to infinity values. Okay, so we'll now go on to B, which is that the 10th term of the arithmetic progression is 15 times the second term. Sum of first 6 terms of the progression is 87. So we know that firstly, S is equal to 87. So it's 6 by 2, a plus 2a plus minus 1d, 5d, that's equal to 87. So we know that 2a plus 5d is equal to 29. And then we'll go on to do that. A plus 9d is 15 times a plus d. So it's a plus 9d equals to 15a plus 15d. So 0 equals to 14a plus 15 and 9, so it's 16. So you have 7a plus 3d, you divide them, 0, and then you'll have 1 here, over here, you'll have 6a. So you just need to multiply them for them to be 15, yeah? Multiply with 5, multiply with 3. That's going to be 35a plus 15d. That's equal to 0. And the other one is 6a plus 15d equals to 87. So that's going to be minus, wait, this one cancel out. 35 minus 6, 29a, that's equal to minus 87. So you have that a is equal to minus 3. So we know that a plus minus 21, so a plus 3d is going to be equal to 0, right? So you have 3d equals to 21, d equal to 7 through 21. That's your value. We just substitute this. And then for this progression, n times 6990, find the value of n. N times a plus n minus 1d. That's equal to 6990. And we know that a was minus 3 plus n minus 1d was 7. That's equal to 6990. Okay, so it's going to minus 3 plus 7n minus 7. So then that's going to be minus 3 minus 7, so 7n minus 10. 6990, 7n equals to 7,000, and n is going to be 1,000. And this is your value of n. Okay, so now we're on to number 5. So arithmetic, second term 8, fourth term 18. So second term a plus d is equal to 8. And then fourth term, which is a plus 3d, equals to 18. So we can actually cancel them out. Minus, minus, minus. So minus 10. So you'll get d equal to 5, yeah? And we know that a plus d is equal to 8. A plus d was 5 equals to 8. So a is going to be equal to 3. And they say to find the sum for proportions greater than 1560. So n has to be greater than 1560. So we know that n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d, that's the formula. That's greater than 1560. N by 2, and we know that a is 3, so it's 6 plus n minus 1d, which is 5. That's greater than 1560. So you're gonna multiply it that way, so it's n 6 plus 5n minus 5 greater than 3120, because you multiply it 2, and you're gonna n 6 minus 5 is going to be 1 plus 5n. That is greater than 3120. So n squared, oh sorry, n plus 5n squared minus 3120 is going to be greater than 0. So yeah, 5n squared plus n minus 3120 greater than 0. You're going to use the greater than 0 method as well, which is up. You will have minus 25.1 and 24.9. So n has to be greater than 24.9, or n has to be less than minus 25.1. Because we know that n cannot be minus, we do not take this, we only take this. Least number, n has to be equals to 25. And that is your n. And we go to b. So it says b that the sum is geometric, sum to infinity of 72. And then we have the first 3 terms of the progression is 333 by 8. So then you're gonna have s infinity is equals to a by 1 minus r. Formula, a by 1 minus r is equals to 72. So you have a equals to 72, 1 minus r. And you have the s3. So which is a 1 minus r cube divided by 1 minus r. So you have 3 by 8. That's equal to 72, which was a, with 1 minus r, and that's 1 minus r cubed divided by 1 minus r. You'll have these to cancel out. You have 37 by 64 equals to 1 minus r cubed. If you cancel them out, you have r cubed equals to 1 minus 37 by 64. That's r cubed equal to 27 by 64, and then you divide them again, or cube them again. So you get r equal to 3 by 4, and that is your r value. And then moving on, you have to find the value of the first term. Value of the first term, a. It was 72, 1 minus r. What was r? R was 3 by 4. So that's 72, 1 by 4. That's going to be 4 and 4, 8. And you get your 18, which is your very first value. Okay, so now moving on to the sixth question. 7 and 10 terms of arithmetic. 158, 149. Common difference, you find a and d. So we know that a, let's say 7 terms. So it's a plus 60 and minus 1d is equal to 158. And then 10 terms, a plus 9d. That's equal to 149. Minus 3d, you get 9. So that's going to be d equals to minus 3. So when you get a plus 6d is equal to 158. You have a, you don't have a, sorry. 6, you have d. Minus 3 equal to 158. So that's a minus 18. And then a equals to 158 plus 18. And that is going to be 176. That is your a value. And b, find the least number of terms in the progression for their sum to be negative. So it means that as n has to be less than 0. So in the formula, 1 by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Oh, d, that's less than 0. N by 2, 2a, a was 176. 2 multiply, you get 352. Plus n minus 1, d has to be minus 3. That has to be less than 0. So it's going to be n, 2 move that to 0. 352 minus 3n plus 3. That's less than 0. You'll have n 355 minus 3n. That's less than 0. 355n. Oh, sorry. You can move n to that side. So it's going to be 355 minus 3n. So you have minus 3n. That's minus 355. So then it should just divide. N has to be greater than 188.3333. So which means n, you have to take it equals to 119. So it has to be n equal to 119 for this. Okay, so for now, number 7, it says that the sum of the first 4 terms of the arithmetic progression is 38, and the sum of the next 4 terms. So first 4 terms, next 4 terms is going to be 5, 6, 7, and 8, just to keep this in mind. Find the first term, a, common difference, d, as usual. First 4 term, which is S4, that is equal to 2, and 2a plus, which is n minus 1, so that's 3d. We have 38 is equals to 2a plus 3d. And you'll have divided by 2, so you get 19 equals to 2a plus 3d. So that's your first equation. And after the next 4 terms, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's a plus 4d plus a plus 5d plus a plus 6d and plus a plus 7d. That's equals to 86. You'll have 4a. 9, that's 22d equals to 86. And then you have 2a plus 11d equals to 43. So you multiply them. So that's going to be 2. And then you're going to multiply 2a plus 3d equals, oh, not multiply, I mean, sorry, divided by 2 for this one, I mean. But this one divided by 2, and then you get this one. not to get confused. And 2a plus 3d comes from here. So that's 2a plus 3d equals to 19. I'm gonna have minus, minus, minus. 11 minus 3, that's 8d equals to 24. D is going to equal to 3. And you know that 2a plus 3d is equal to 19. 3d, 3. 2a equals to 10. So then a is going to equal to 5. And here's your a, first term, d, your common difference. And then moving on to b. Oh, sorry. The third term of a geometric expression. The time is geometric. 12, that's AR. Oh. AR squared. That's equal to 12. 6 sum minus 96. AR power 5. Minus 96. And find the sum of the first 10 terms. First 10 terms, a equal to 12 by r squared. And this here, 12 by r squared multiplied with r power 5 is equal to minus 96. So that's r power cube. You minus them, you get minus 8. So r equals to minus 2. This one a, 12 by r squared, which is minus 2 squared, that's 4. So you get 3. And you have first 10 terms, so that's S10 equals to a 1 minus r power 10 divided by 1 minus r. A, you have 3, 1 minus r minus 2 the whole power 10 divided by 1 minus r, which is going to be 1 plus 2. So that's 3, 1 minus 1024 divided by 3, 3. You have minus 1023. And that is your sum of the first 10 terms. Yep, and that's it for today's video, and I'll see you in next week chapter 12 video.